You guys struggled around the rim. How much did their length kind of impact you guys?
Yeah,
on that end?
yeah, it definitely impacted us. They're a very good defensive team. They have great size, length. They're well coached, well schooled on what they're trying to do, and they're doing it with intention. And you have to be very intentional. Executing against that kind of size. They did a really good job of protecting the paint, protecting the rim, and obviously I think it was double-digit blocks the last time I looked. They did a great job defensively.
The 3-point shooting, was it a matter of them just hitting shots, or did you not like the way you guys were defending the 3-point looks you guys were giving up?
A little bit of both. There was some where they broke free and we felt that we could have done a better job of having that recognition. And then there was some that we were there, based on the percentages. You don't want to give like wide open looks, but we were there and they, knocked down, timely ones when they really needed to. And then their shooters, knocked down, the ones that they do.
How much of this is also coming to the emotional grips of what was announced today, knowing you're without a leader like Bam for 6 weeks and maybe without Jimmy for another 3 games also just wrapping
Yeah,
him up?
I don't know. Like, we don't want to take anything away from what Cleveland did. There is a human part of it. We all felt like it was a punch to the gut. Bam was with us yesterday, and he was basically, in great spirits and everything. And that probably plays a part to it. But I think a bigger part to it was, Cleveland played a very good basketball game. They defended us extremely well, and we had times where we were making the right plays, and other times where they were really jamming us up.
For as much as he's been through, Duncan has never gone through a game without making at least one. His streak of 69 in a row entered. Number one, what's the next step here? And two, were you aware of the streak when you held him out of the fourth quarter?
No, but at that point, we're not playing for somebody's individual streak. He'll have plenty of opportunities to go on another one.
And Kyle, will he need to step up a little bit more, or is that maybe just asking him to be outside of himself when it comes to the points that are missing when a Jimmy and a Bam are out?
We also need a little bit of time just to assess everything and formulate a new plan, a new direction, and that'll include Jimmy. Kyle's a savvy player. He understands, what's needed, for that moment during that particular time in the season, as well as anybody in this league. But collectively as a group, we'll make the necessary adjustments. When you lose an all-star player, it's never easy, but this is the league. And when I look around the league, I see, a lot of teams dealing with injuries and guys out and guys coming back, and there's a lot of that going on right now, and we just have to weather the storm and recalibrate and figure out a new plan, new direction, which our guys are very capable of doing.
Obviously, you have to go about it in a slightly different way, but there still seemed to be the same concerted effort team-wide to keep the ball out of the paint tonight. Kind of big picture moving forward, do you have to recalibrate, like you said, your defensive target as far as the shot profile we want to give up, or do you have the same goal?
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, the tail of their threes, there were some of them that I thought we made the right plays, and they just knocked them down, based on the percentages. The ones that we weren't able to get to Kevin Love, for example. I think we could have done better on those. You never want to give any team like any open looks or any kind of rhythm looks. I think in the first half, our closeouts and discipline on going up for shot fakes that opened up some either open shots or driving lanes, wasn't our best version, but we'll get better at that.
You touched on the length of Cleveland, but Hero's seen a bunch of different coverages throughout the year, just throughout this season. Did you see anything different in his shots, just with the length added? Was there any different way you went about things? Just what did you see from that?
Well, that was a factor for sure. It's one thing to watch it on film and go over it in a walkthrough before the game until you actually experience it, where you really have to be dialed into your spacing, your actions, and your intentions on every single possession. Otherwise, they can just, they just swallow you up with that size, and they did that, in quite a few possessions tonight. But that's a credit to them. Like I said, they're well coached. They've put together a team that has a specific identity, and they've been a top 5 defensive team. After the first 10 days when I started, looking at it, you notice that they were up there from the beginning of the year. They've been doing that, for several weeks now.
KZ will often play with another big next to him, but what do you like about what he brings as the lone big, maybe playing at that center spot?
Yeah, we have to figure that out, Anthony. I'm not totally sure right now. Defensively, he can do a lot of similar things to what we do with Bam. It's a different skill set for us offensively, with him at the 5. It's something that I'm going to have to figure out. But he had some good pockets of moments in this game, and hopefully that's something we can build on.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.